Without taking any objects with you, how could you impress a caveman? Doing the moonwalk. I'm not exactly a caveman, and I'm still impressed by a well-done moonwalk. With my weak-ass physical form, the caveman would be amazed how I survived and wasn't eaten by wild hedgehogs. You use them to make a funny point, but wild hedgehogs are actually quite vicious. They take hundreds of lives each evening, a little nap, and then hundreds more in the early hours of dawn. They're evil incarnate. Doing that thumb thing where you split it in half. You would then get your skull bashed in with a rock. This would probably be true to any answer. By being 6'1", with no body or facial hair and pale AF skin. Why giant baby so long? From that day forward, Long Baby was prominently featured on all the cave drawings in the area, baffling future scientists. Stories of Long Baby would be told round campfires long after anyone who laid eyes upon him had long since passed. He came from a time beyond the present, the story went, an evil spirit to mock the people with cruel, clumsy jests. Then he started to dance, performing some sort of ritual. It was a strange dance that nobody had seen before. And then he was killed by a rock. Perspective drawing. I draw architecture, and I'm honestly wondering how alien it would be to draw straight cubes and lines for people who've only ever lived in natural environments and huts. I'm probably underestimating them, but I wonder. Yep, there's a pretty substantial body of research suggesting that even contemporary humans raised in cultures without widespread 2D representations of 3D environments just don't get those depth cues in drawings. It's totally a learned thing, and a cave person seeing your perspective drawing would probably feel the same as most of us would looking at geometrical figures of 5D shapes. Infect them with all the modern contagions I'm bringing back. Get smallpox in return. Edit. Yes, I know, some people were still vaccinated, largely decades ago. Smallpox is just an example. There are many diseases modern people wouldn't have any immunity against. Just be there, I have no right being as hairless and freakishly tall and scrawny as I am. A corpse's walk smashes you head in with a rock. Instead of impressing the cavemen, carve pictures of UFOs and aliens into their caves just to screw with modern archaeologists. Why not take it a step further and turn Halo into a religion by depicting the Forerunner Flood War? Draw the cool S. I have a lot of dumb tattoos. Studies show that early humans were also into tattoos. We could compare and contrast and mix our styles. What constitutes a dumb tattoo? Social security number on your forehead. 69 on your face. I'm a good artist, so if I can access some berries, or ash or something like that, I could draw a realistic portrait of them. He stole my soul, killed by a rock. I would do that thing where you twist your palms together and wiggle your middle fingers. Weird human possessed by ghost, gets beaten with a rock. I feel like the real answer here is to make sure you have a bigger rock before showing them something. Pick up a heavy rock. I think that would resonate with them. I can even lift this heavy rock. Inhales. Is that a gets killed before I can complete my sentence. The Macarena. No, the chicken dance would be good because you could pass it off as a way to please the chicken god, bringing them endless chicken. You get an entire cult and a bunch of cavemen doing a fucking kids dance. Depending on how far back, making and using simple tools could be enough. What tool can you make? A simple fire starter and a bludgeon, at least from experience. Come on, you're trying to impress a caveman. They totally have fire and a club. I think a pulley system would be impressive and useful, and most people could make them with little knowledge. We would probably impress them even without trying, just with the sheer amount of body fat. The remaining hunters and gatherers are usually very, very lean, and even someone with BMI 23 would be considered a fat eye. They'd either kill you for taking all the food or make you show them the best hunting spots, and then kill you for killing all the food. Based on what I've seen of contemporary primitive peoples, they are very welcoming and open to learning from outsiders. I think as long as you don't display any signs of aggression or ill will, primitive humans would be very curious about you and want to touch you everywhere and learn about who you are and where you came from. You definitely want to eat their food and not refuse it, and probably the same with their women, if offered. The exception is the Sentinelese people, who are ridiculously hostile to outsiders. And the Sentinelese are a very fair exception, seeing how badly initial contact with Europeans went for them. Breakdance battle, then get him in an arm bar. I don't know how to do either thing, so I'll have to learn before I go back in time. Show the ladies my clean-shaven balls. Big man have baby balls. No snow. Show them my mouth full of, mostly, white, straight teeth. Get punched in the mouth to make them go away. He picks up the fallen teeth and adds them to his necklace. A fine addition to my collection. Cavemen had straight teeth. Crooked teeth is a symptom of modern society, agriculture. Most modern humans do not develop their jaws properly from eating tough foods from a young age. As a result, the jaw and lower third of the face cannot accommodate the teeth, making them crooked. Modern humans tend to not learn how to swallow properly too, which also inhibits proper development of the face. I think things such as thumb sucking and pacifiers are very detrimental to development of your face. Google images of skulls of pre-agriculture humans. Notice something? They never have messed up crooked teeth. Build a trebuchet. There's all you need right there, L. I'd build an airplane and show them how to fly. I'd build the internet and show them anime. Invent the wheel or some other revolutionary simple invention. Edit. Okay, the wheel was an example of a primitive invention. In reality, I would observe his life and do my best to create something that could make his life easier. Like if he didn't have nets for fish. Caveman and cave talk. Why does this nerd think we don't know how to make a circle? The wheel is easy. Whatever it attaches to is the hard part. Given the wheels, I probably couldn't construct anything useful like a cart that's more efficient than just carrying the actual items themselves. Wheel was not very practical for hunters and gatherers. Without roads with somewhat even surfaces and draft animals, it is not a game changer. It could impress that person though. An interesting fact: Aztec kids had toys with little wheels, but big wheels were not used in Aztec transport. Impress him by being alive without knowing how to make fire or hunt. Wow, dome man must be sacred monkey. Stay alive, no food. Okay, sacred monkey, we go get food, you not need, bye. Please come back, I'm starving. Goodbye, sacred monkey. Honestly, I just have to hope that having blue eyes is novel enough to make me interesting. Probably yes, a ferret is a relatively recent mutation. Who you calling a mutant? Tough, because there's the bit about me being a stranger to them, the language barrier, and the complete lack of common understanding between us. The sling and the spear thrower predate humans living in caves in significant numbers, so I'd expect cavemen to already have those things. In fact, it's thought they also had the bow and arrow, though it didn't break through to the big time until 3000 BC in Egypt. Mastery of fire predates humans as a species. Given that, I'd have Stone Age technology to work with, and be dependent on the cave people for even that. I don't think I could impress them at all. Impress them with ineptitude. Flash him my boobs. A timeless choice. Why does crazy woman keep her baby feeders covered? And why is she uncovering them for me? Does she think I am baby? Beatboxing. Much like in today's world, you just get hit in the face to make it stop. Carve out large containers, char the insides. Scrub them clean with very hot sand and a bit of water. Use them to ferment fruit into alcohol. While it's fermenting, I'd make a small clearing next to a river and start planting the best seeds there. Shadow puppet show. I can do a bird, a dog, a butterfly, a bunny, etc. I'm pretty sure I can entertain some cavemen with those somehow. Memorize the dates of 2 solar eclipses. If you communicated to them what was about to happen, they probably would not think you predicted it, but rather that somehow you caused it. And then, unsurprisingly, you get beaten with a rock. How would you impress a caveman? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.